Look, it's light out. Okay, we are back today with video album reactions. Today we're doing Camila Cabello's new album. This was kind of sort of requested from the last Camila Cabello video I did. And people was like, just listen to that album, just listen to the album. So I said, okay, fine, I will listen to the album, even though I was not a fan of like the last two songs I heard. I actually don't think I actually heard I Love It when it first came out, but here we are. So I did so, and let us talk about it. Okay, so we're gonna continue to do it where I just do like all of the album, the track list of the album, and then we can talk about the overall song. God, the overall album. So we're gonna start with the first song, which was "I Love It," and that was actually a single. I remember when that first previewed, and I totally forgot it was coming out. That was a single. I think it was the first single, and I never listened to it until I listened to this album. I don't like it, but I don't love it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. There we go. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. The Gucci sample was a very interesting touch. Very interesting. And it's very interesting that this is more of a, I wouldn't call it it's a pop album. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. It's a pop album, but it has some very interesting features in my opinion. The Gucci sample was just interesting. That the verses themselves were fine. I just really, really hate it here, and I love it like a million freaking times. And that's just me. I wish a chorus was a real chorus, and then the song could have been like fine, to be honest. Like the only thing I really didn't like was just the chorus. Playboy Cardi, he was okay, I guess. I think the song could have done without the feature, especially because it had the Gucci sample. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. I just don't. I also don't know how I feel about it, like opening the album. But I will, I think, get to that later. But then we slide into Chanel number 5, and that was a song that I have previously reacted to, so you can go watch it if you like or not. I'm not going to go completely into that song. However, I'm going to say that it's not so terrible listening to it again. I probably think that the transition is just a little bit better. I just really, that chord, that bad note chord, whose idea was that? It really drives me bonkers. It, I like I said, I enjoy it a little bit more. I think I also enjoy the chorus of it, so I kind of wish that was kind of flip flop. It's really hard to imagine that song belongs to her, and I get it. Like, oh, this type of music she always wants to make it, da da da. I'm gonna tell you, I was here when she first left Fifth Harmony. Okay, so I know about OMG and all the other stuff. Like, I get it. That's the type of music. It's so hard to imagine that the type of music belongs to her because it's just not the Camila I recognize anymore. So there's that. I'm not gonna do too much on Chanel number 5 because I really hated my last opinion. It is what it is. But I said what I said. It's like I said, it's a little better to listen to now. It's just the chord and the auto tune, and I think I just don't like how her voice, like, I don't know, whatever. That's Chanel number 5. So from there we go into Pink XOXO. Pink XOXO. And I remember like listening to it and I was like, okay, I'm not really sure this is about to go. I'm a little bit scared, but they kind of kept going. I'm like, oh, okay, I kind of like it. And then it stopped, and I realized it was a transition type song. I was like, ah, that's really disappointing because I was very interested to see how far this song could go. I was interested to see like what she could do with it. And I think, I mean, you don't really have much to say about a transition song, but as far as a transition song go, I kind of wish it was a full song because I really could see it like really being a hit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like the abrupt, like it was like a minute, I think. I was like, I wanted more. So that's something I really say about that is I wanted more. He Knows is another one that she released, and I'm pretty sure I did a review on that somewhere far back. It may not be up right now for copyright, whatever. But it's another one that like I didn't like love when I first heard it, and it just feels weird. It feels really weird. And then also for this one, like I personally I listened to Lil Nas X. I'm a fan. I went to his concert when he was here for the Long Live Ontario tour. He wasn't needed. In fact, I really didn't like. I don't feel like his verse contributed anything to the song, so it could have just been like a shorter song or whatever for me. I don't have too much on this one either. I do believe I made a video about it, and So you can go there. I will say though that the whole bow 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 at the end, yeah, that's not neither of them. Okay, that's not y'all as the artists. I need y'all to leave that alone. Don't ever do that again. Ever, 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 ever. Now, 20 somethings is where it starts to get interesting for me. I actually really like the song. I really like the song. For me, it was a happy medium between the Camila that I knew and the Camila that she wants to be. It wasn't too harsh, too rushed, or anything like that. And like my favorite type of music is the type of music where you can like look out the window and pretend like you're in a music video and you're feeling type of music. And that's why I feel like 20 somethings was. I in the track list so far, it is my favorite. And to be honest, most of the tracks so far is like music that she's already released. And I'm probably gonna talk about that later, but I didn't really love the singles that she chose. They don't do nothing, in my professional opinion. I don't have a professional opinion, obviously, but 20 somethings is where it starts to get really, really good, and I think I'll put a pin in that. Dade County Dreaming. Okay, so let me start by saying I'm a City Girls fan. Um, uh, yeah, I listen to Miami, I listen to JT, and obviously I listen to them when it's together. Who told them to put this song out? For me, a skip. Really hated how it started. Really just didn't feel like they belonged together on a track. I almost feel like they were all singing totally different songs. And it's crazy to me that this is one of the top songs on her Apple Music. We all listen to the same song. I'm not sure who approved it. Maybe I need to listen to it again because it looks like people actually like really like the song. But for me, that is a skip. I don't want to do that ever again. It just really genuinely, especially, well, I did like Miami's verse. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but like it really felt like three different parts of songs and pushed together. And I just want to know who said yes, cause no. Koshi XO, I think like I said, it's really not much to say there. I just think it was really cute. Like it was a really, really adorable transition. And I low key, high key, middle key, kind of wish it was a little further up in the album. I don't know, not for a particular reason other than the fact that it would be kind of fun to hear earlier versus like the middle of it. Especially like if you're not even enjoying the album, like the album's alright at this point, but like say you're not enjoying the album, you would kind of probably skip that. You would probably stop listening. So that's why I kind of want to lower high up. But yeah, it's really not much to say here. Hot Uptown. First of all, um, I'm making this after the 4th, so y'all may or may not have seen that Kendrick Lamar dropped his video for Not Like Us after that, and that man does not know peace. So it's very interesting for me to just listen to Drake right now. But that aside, the song's a hit. The song's a bop. The song is great. I really genuinely like this song. I feel like she needed a good bop in my professional opinion, and I think that's what it is. I think this song's also being released as the next single, which is great. That's a fantastic momentum to keep going. Say what you want about Drake, 9 times out of 10 he makes hits, and I think they kind of complement each other pretty well here. I really genuinely have no complaints on this song. I actually like found myself listening to it again after I was done with the album. It's by far my favorite right now. My only complaint about it is it's not long enough. Y'all gave me like a 2.5 minute song. Make it longer. Get back in the studio. Give me an extended version. Come on. Chop chop. Drake ain't doing nothing. Drake is not doing nothing. So then we got this amazing momentum from Hot Uptown. Then we go into Ugly. And again, who approved this? Because why does Drake have his own song? This is not his album. This is, regardless of how, if I like the song or not, this is not his album. How did we get here? How? Someone tell me how. I believe that I read somewhere that like it was supposed to be like the outro for Hot Uptown, and she just cut it up and made 2 separate tracks, so she got 2 Drake songs. You didn't need to do that, boo. You could have just Hot Uptown was enough. Hot Uptown was it. Hot Uptown did not need a second friend. Whose idea was this? I don't appreciate it. I didn't like it. Save that for your own album. Dream Girls, another sample I was not expecting. Um, the Dream Shawty's a 10. First of all, at least she going in her bag because that's a hit right there. Um, and I always loved that song as a kid because it had my name in it. So I was really expecting a lot out of this song, and she kind of delivered. She delivered. I really did appreciate the song. I really did like the song. I don't have any real complaints about the song. I think my only like complaint would be like I wish she redid the chorus in a way, because at that point it really felt like she had to live up to the sample. And in a way she did. She's not overpassing shadow the sample at all. It's more like sample and she's like here. Like she didn't do a bad job with it whatsoever. I really like the song. Really genuinely like the song. I think I actually added it to my We Outside playlist. I just kind of wish she redid it so it wouldn't feel like it was competing, I guess, in a way. She got a Gucci sample and she got a Dream sample. That's interesting. But yeah, that's my only complaint. She did that. She ate that. Ate that. 305 Side Eye. Nothing truly special here. It's not really much to say about this transition. It was a transition, and I can't even remember how long it was. Whatsoever. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing really. I got nothing on that one. So now with a name like B.O.A.T, I expected this to be a party song. So when it started off slow, I said, what is happening here? Are we building up to something? It really took me by surprise. Then I had to realize that the B.O.A.T stood for best of all time. And it was an acronym. It was like acronyms in the thing. So I should have known better. Whatever, besides the point. Good song. I actually like. My bad. But yeah, no, I really loved it. It felt really personal. You could really feel like some pain behind her voice. It was probably one of the best I've heard. It reminded me, who dang, this one, it's a song off of the first album and it just makes me cry. Is it Consequences? I think it's Consequences. It reminded me a little bit of that one. And it felt good. I really did like it. Y'all, it took me so long to figure out what that damn sample was though. Like hotel, motel, all of that. It took me so long. I think it's a Pitbull song. 90% sure it's a Pitbull song. Can't think of the name right now. But I had to sleep on that because I'm like, what is this song? The samples is kind of going crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. So you don't have to thank the samples. B.O.A.T and Hot Uptown and 20 somethings are definitely top 3 for me. Pretty When I Cry, I don't feel like I have too strong of opinions on it. It's a decent song. I'm not saying that it's not. I think it's better than a couple of other songs on there, but it's also not like it's more of like a middle song for me. It's not something like I'm gonna actively listen to. It's like a Latin pop feel, and it definitely feels like Camila. She's a little bit more homey there, and I don't, my favorite phrase. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's definitely more of a middle tier when it comes to the album. Yeah. June Gloom was a wild ride when I actually listened to the lyrics. So I said, did you really just say, does she get wet for you? What does she say? Does she get this wet for you, baby? I was like, man, you've listened to them rap girlies way too long. You've been even hanging out with JT in Miami because that was on the album. Whatever. Aside from that, I really like the song. I actually genuinely like the song. I think the only thing that for me when it comes to this one is that it is not an album closer in my opinion. In fact, for giggles, I could see it like more of an album opener or even like track 2. That's literally the only complaint I have is that I don't really like its order in the album. But as far as the song, it was a little spicy. And I liked it. I always love a good spicy song. I think overall it was a pretty decent album. It's definitely not what I expected it to be. I expected to me like really, really hate a lot of the songs. But I actually really didn't. A lot of the songs that she didn't release, I thoroughly enjoyed those. Like I said, don't really care for most of the releases that she did prior to the album dropping. But like I said, 20 somethings, Hot Uptown, Dream Girls, June Gloom, B.O.A.T. What was that? That's 5. I just counted. Those songs slap. Those songs eat. Hang on, let me see something really quickly. So not including the transition. So it's 14 tracks, but if you take out the transition, so 13, 12, 11. So 11 songs. 10 songs. I'm taking out this Drake song. I'm not gonna. She played in my face with that one. I don't know how I feel about that. Chanel number 5. I can see myself it growing on me. So I get that like middle tier. But right now, them top 5, and then you have like middle tier, which is Chanel number 5. Pretty when I cry. Shoot, with the rest of them, I guess. I love it. He knows. Bottom's gonna have to be Dade County Dreaming. As a city girl, I was thoroughly not here for it. I will say the features that she picks for this album are interesting. They are interesting. As far as I can tell, they're all. I'm not gonna go there. And I'm just kind of curious how we got here, and those being specifically the songs she used, even the samples. I think all of them except Pitbull. You know where I'm going with this. So I am kind of curious to know how we got there. Like who on her team was like, okay, let's use these artists, or was this her idea, or what have you. That's not only like question mark. And it's a big one. And I don't have to necessarily say it, but you know what I'm thinking. I believe it's going to debut in the top 20. I think actually 11 on the Billboard. So we'll see how that actually does. But it seems like it's getting positive reception from people. It's not too much that I can really like. It's not really a song on here that I just genuinely hate, other than maybe that City Girl song. But everything is doable. So for that, I would give it a solid like 7.5, 8. And yeah, I will try my best to continue to support Camila, because I, like I said, have been around since X Factor. Okay, so I have listened to Camila Cabello for a long time. Even if I like dip in and dip out, I still find a way to try to like still support her. So yeah, and this album was released on my birthday, so of course it has to be. It has to be for me. It has to be. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you to the end of time. Please watch another video. It really will help support the channel and just kind of get more videos out there and circulated. So just watch more videos, and we can stay here and chat all day if you would like to. I'm not sure what's next for me. I do have some songs that people are recommending to me, so I may have to go through that list and see what we got there. But I'm not sure what's next. I don't think New Music Friday was really buzzing. What's today? Saturday. I don't even know what came out yesterday. So yeah, I don't know what's next for me. But whatever, I'll find something. If I don't, I'll see y'all when I do. And on that note,